Nistuff.
Hey, what's up? So Dinobot's a goddamn legend, right? Bad guy turned good. He saves humanity on multiple occasions. Voice of an angel. Legend status, you know? His original toy is pink and brown, which is kind of an odd choice, right? Like, why is he a pink raptor? Is it a Pantone mistake? Someone at Ken are just like a huge Zangief fan? Jurassic Park was big at the time. Maybe they just wanted to blend in with some Jurassic Park figures. It's one of life's great mysteries, you know? Anyway, let's take a look at all my raw chicken Dinobots, right? Here we go. First up, the first one. So this was my childhood Dinobot. What a journey this guy's been on, right? I was a bit of a tinkerer as a child, so I pretty much took everything apart that could be unscrewed. It's honestly incredible any of these guys survived, right? But here he is, and he's looking pretty good. The loosest parts on this guy are probably the hand flaps. Aside from that, all his joints are nice and tight. He's even got a little bit of creak here and there. It's pretty good. He's got one mean-looking head sculpt. It really calls back to earlier G1 and G2 head sculpts. It's awesome. No light piping, but that's mostly fine since he's got like this real nice bright orange paint for his eyes. Looks pretty good. No mutant head to speak of since I lost his head flaps years ago, but it's also for the best because I kind of hated how those things looked, right? Weapons include a pink sword and a pink spinny fan shield thing. He can even hold both of them at the same time. Not elegantly, but you know, he can hold them, right? You can also store both of them on his back, which is pretty cool. He's got some beautiful iridescence on his lower legs and crotch. Ball-jointed knees, ball-jointed hips. Man, Beastwars really blew the conventional early Transformers articulation out of the water, right? It's really kind of crazy. Beast mode looks like this. It's a goofy piece of plastic, but you know, humble beginnings, right? Here he is with some other figures, and here he is compared to the Kingdom Dinobot. Pretty crazy, right? Next up, the new one. So this guy just showed up from Target, and it's a beautiful hot mess of nostalgia, right? They shoved him in the buzzworthy Bumblebee toy line, which has kind of just become a dumping ground for, like, repaints, but you know, I'm kind of loving it, right? There's a beautiful illustration of him on the side, renders on the back. It's great stuff. Out of the box, he's looking pretty good. He stands proud and tall and a little bit barrel-chested. He's got that Grimlock head sculpt, but it's done up in the original Dinobot colors, and it's looking awesome. He's got some painted-on fingernails, which is a real treat. The painted orange bits have like a small amount of iridescence, but like nothing compared to the original toy, right? This one's dino chest is painted to match the original's dino stripes, but I kind of would have loved to see some of that brown paint make its way to his chest eyelids, you know? It feels like it would have pulled the whole thing together for me, right? His arms are naked, unlike the original figure. His spinning shield is styled in the same way as the original, but the sword's been painted white, which is a nice addition. It matches his fingernails, and it matches some of the other figures we're gonna look at today, so that's fun. And speaking of fun, this version of Dinobot also has weapon storage, except like inverted. And here he is with the last one. Not bad, right? I see the family resemblance, you know? 30-something years apart, and it's still a pretty solid design, you know? Next up, the Kabaya one. Candy. Toys. I mean, look at this guy. He's incredible. His legs are totally wrong, but aside from that, incredible. He's got that signature raw chicken sword and shield, the Zangief chest hair, toy-accurate blue face, strange body construction. They even sculpted in his kibble on the back. It's crazy. Here he is compared to the original Dinobot, and yeah, I can see it. Here he is with the new one. It's a little on the light side, but you know, I still see it. And here he is with some other figures. It's pretty good, right? Next up, the magnet one. I'll say it again. You know you're in too deep when you start collecting magnets. This dude's just a little angry raw chicken Dinobot. He's got a white sword. You see what I'm saying? There's like no way that the people who worked on this new Dinobot put in the time to find this ancient magnet to like pull ideas from it, right? I also kind of doubt that these magnets are like official, so who knows, right? His face is kind of weird. His legs are kind of weird. His head crest is called out, which is weird. It's all kind of weird, you know? It's like kind of halfway between the show model and the toy model. It's weird, right? Anyway, here he is in action, being a magnet. Here he is with some other figures, and here he is with the last few. Pretty good, right? Next up, the finger puppet one. You know I couldn't end this super niche video without showing off one of my most nichest Transformers items of all time, right? So yeah, he's a little chibi raw chicken Dinobot, and he's madder than ever, right? He's cast in a real soft rubbery material, and he's even got a lot of the same color callouts as the magnet. So who knows, maybe it is official, right? Man, I love that they keep giving Dinobot his sculpted in dino kibble. It's just inspired, you know? It kind of reminds me of those 3-0 Siege Optimus figures, you know, the ones that have kibble despite not transforming. It's real amazing stuff. But yeah, here he is with some other figures, and here he is with the whole herd of raw chicken Dinobots. Ain't nothing like them, right? And that's it. That's all of them I got. Raw Chicken Dinobots. What a great selection of pink and brown Dino Boys. You think they'd ever be so bold as to run the Masterpiece version in this colorway? I don't know. It's probably too risky at this point. But then again, they haven't double dipped on his mold yet, so I don't know. They did it with Cheetor, they did it with Primal, so who knows, right? But anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, Instagram, Twitter. You know what to do. All right. Bye. There's a great illustration of him on the back. There's a sorry, that's all wrong. He's just a little angry chicken. Oh my God. He's got some white and some his chicken. Pretty good. Pretty good.